Hey, you. You know where I can get some weed? 'Cause I think it's puff time.
What's up, guys? It's the Puffcast, and I am the Nightly Toker. It's currently Saturday night, September 23rd. Ooh, we're about about a week away until we hit October. You know what? It's been crazy. Been a crazy few days. I know I haven't been podcasting as much this past week, and I do apologize for that. I just had a lot going on. So, you know what? I just took a little bit of a breather. Sorry, guys, just bumping everything. But we're going to get into this. We're going to get an episode out for you. And it's going to be a good one. And I'm scraping everything because I'm so close to this microphone. Because I got the microphone, boom, extendable arm with my pop filter screen. It's fantastic. Oh, I'm just waiting to take this dab. Because you know what? My back is killing me. Well, I guess it's more of my hip. My left hip. And I think that's because my wife and I have discovered that our bed is it's done. It's time to burn that motherfucker. To light a match and go poof. Mind you, it has to be outside of the house, otherwise we burn the whole house down. But it's time that that bed finds a new home in the landfill because it's fucked. The springs are fucked. My side is destroyed. I'm just getting so sore every time I sleep at night. It's insane. That's probably why I'm sleeping a lot later and later into the day because I'm just not sleeping at night. I just cannot find that comfortable position. I'm always in pain. My hip is just killing me. I've been just, all my days off here, I've been dabbing and dabbing and dabbing just to get that pain away a bit. But the unfortunate thing is I don't find dabs super helpful with pain control. So I'll have to jump over to the weed, the leaf, a little bit later tonight. It's early enough on, so we're just going to take some dabs for now. Get a little bit of relief, have some fun with this. I do gotta crank up my music a little bit in my ears, hopefully not in yours. That's for you guys to do, but I gotta crank this up because I like a good beat. Boom. So, we're gonna get into this, guys. Now, if this is the first time you've ever listened to the Puffcast, there's only one rule. Whenever you hear anything relating to the sound of puff time, all you gotta do is take a puff with me, because you know I'm about to get down. I'm about to take a big fat rip of whatever I got going on, usually a nice fat dab. So whatever you got going on, it could be pipe, a joint, a blunt, a backwood, a vaporizer, a bong. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you're gonna hot knife that bitch. You gotta take a big old juicy fat rip with me. But of course, if you don't puff and you just listen, that's cool too. But for anybody who's been here before, you know the drill. You know what's about to happen. And just because I want to get into it, I want to get it on. Guess what? Did you know that there's a service in that? There's like an actual service announcement now. Let's have a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, puff time is about to commence.
So apparently, puff time is about to commence. That's cool. All right. Let's just take a bit of a drink here. Well, let's get into this. It's kind of cold. I don't even know what my house is at, but I got a fan on in the other room. It's still kind of blowing on me. And yeah, it's a little breezy, but it's all the way over there, and I can't turn it off from here, so I'm just I'll freeze. It's cool. This dab will warm me up. Let's hit this, guys. Whoo! Oh, wowza. Oh, my throat. That is the major downside to using a vaporizer pen for concentrates. There's no cool down. It's not water. There's no ice. There's nothing in there to help filter that hot dab vapor air. It's insane. Whew. Definitely heats pretty fast. Which is not always a bad thing. So, last night, I was over at the Beans, hanging out, doing some gaming actually. We haven't gamed in a long time. So we figured, hey, you know what? I'll bring over a controller. You charge yours. We'll play some zombies. Just kind of hang out, chat, shoot shit, just have a good time. Right? Neither one of us got... we both got pretty high. We took a lot of dabs. And then the Bean started hitting his pipe. Or his bong, pardon me. I think he smoked like most of 3 cones. It was pretty crazy. But he still kept it together. For the most part, we just, you know, it was a good time to hang out. But my Yokan Evolve Plus, it just stopped working, and it had a full charge on it. I thought the battery died, so I plugged it in there. Nothing. It shut off, and then every time I hit the battery, your power button, it was just flashing at me, going boop, boop, boop. Not beeping, but flashing. So that was dead. No matter what I did, it was dead. Did a little bit of Googling. Turns out it was the tank. I think maybe there was just too much gunk in there, and it just wasn't getting proper contact. I don't know. Maybe I burned it out in a month and a half. Maybe that's why it comes with 2 when you buy them, because you will definitely kill these tanks pretty quickly from a lot of use, right? So yeah, thankfully I had that other tank. Put it on there, the dual coil QDC technology, which is super awesome. And got back into the dabs last night. Which, I got pretty high at Beans, and I came home probably about 11, and had a little bit of snackage, and then, took some more dabs after I did some Googling, got the thing going again. But yeah, so down to 1. Thankfully, I got 2 more pens on the way. However, the Bean has decided, you know what, man, you gotta hook me up. I want one of these pens. I think he wants to start getting into Shatter, which, you know what, I strongly encourage, because... you know what, for me, I can make a gram last a week. You know, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. And Bean, he only smokes like once a week now. So, I think it would be definitely a good trip for him, because it's very high in CBD, right? And CBD is just what the body wants. It's the deliciousness of the high, in my opinion. Some people are just all about the psychedelic aspects of the high. But you know what, that's fine. Sometimes, I've never had like a trip high. Never. A few times I gotten so stoned, kind of sitting outside, and I almost felt semi-animated. I knew I wasn't, but that's how I could see it, and that's the closest thing I could reference it to, right? But I was still very aware. So, I don't know. I never let myself be taken over by my high. I've just never done that. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm just a little fearful of what it's going to feel like. What's going to happen if I just completely let go to a high? Am I going to lose control? I'm the type of person, I have to be in control. I don't have to be in control of every situation, but I need to be in control of myself, right? I've never been able to just let go and relinquish control, to be vulnerable. I don't like being vulnerable. It's not a place I enjoy being. So it rarely, ever happens where I'm in a vulnerable state where I didn't feel I can get out of, right? So maybe that's why I don't give over to the high. I don't let it take me and just really sink into it and enjoy it. I've never done that. You know, I don't know. I always smoke in comfortable situations. I've never been in a situation where I was like, I don't want to smoke. I'm going to smoke because there's a group. I've never done that. If I don't want to smoke, I'm just not going to fucking smoke. Peer pressure is not going to make me smoke. So fuck you if that's, that's what you're going to do. It's just not going to happen. But, so that's why I don't quite understand. Because if I'm in my basement, it's, even when I'm alone, like if I'm alone, that's the thing. I don't want to completely trip when I'm alone, right? What if I did trip out? What if I just lost it? I don't know. The fearfulness. That's the anxiety part of me. But, one day, maybe I'll feel comfortable enough with, I don't know, maybe the wife, right? Maybe the wife. Start with that. I don't know. Comfort thing. I know my wife would make sure I'd be safe, right? Because she would not get as high as me. I've never seen my wife very high, actually. Moderately high. But she doesn't like to just get plastered. And when the odd time that she does smoke, she doesn't want to get too ripped off it, right? She just takes a little bit every now and then, every now and then, like very, very rarely, which is fine, But when the kids are all away, I wish it would just kind of, just have a little bit of a puff every now and then. Just to take off a little bit of that edge. Because, you know what? It's hard to be a mom. I know that. It's hard to be a parent in general. But to be a mom, I think kids naturally associate more things in life with having to take it to mom. You know? Dads, of course, can do pretty much anything a mom can do. And a mom can do anything, in my opinion, that a dad can do. Right down to all those talks, right? If you're the opposite sex, you can still research the shit out of everything and still come up with all the answers that your child needs. You just have to be willing to do it. I am totally willing to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm willing to do it. And, my oldest, she shares stuff with me, like, but I'm glad she's comfortable enough to do that, right? Like, that's, in my opinion, very cool. A lot of work to get there. But we're there. It may not last forever. But I'll take it while I can get it. Even if it cringes me out. Grosses me out. Like, I don't want to hear about periods or discharge. Why? In the beginning, she used to tell me just to see my reaction. Now, she knew it bugged me, but I never gave into it. So she never got under my skin. Right? Eventually, I had to just say, okay, you know what? Enough. Like, stop trying to gross me out. That's all you're trying to do is gross me out and give me a reaction. Enough. Right? If I have to go to a store and buy pads, I'll go to the store and I will find the perfect pair of pads that I have to buy. You don't have to ask a total stranger. I don't care. Right? That's what a dad should do for their daughter. Go to the store, get embarrassed if you have to. Get the right thing. Buy 20 different kinds. Who cares? Take the rest back if you don't need them. But, you know what? You get what you need. It's just what a dad does. And this is what a mom does. They do everything. Let's face it. Moms do everything. Moms are fantastic. They just are. However, some people just weren't meant to be moms. Some people just shouldn't be parents at all, but there's definitely some women out there who should not be moms. It's just heart-wrenching that some women, or even just some people, okay, we'll just go with some people, have kids specifically because they can, right? It's a huge ordeal to create life. To bring something from nothing into this world and to nurture it and to hold it and care for it and guide it through all that hardship, but all that good shit too, right? Everything. You got to be there. You got to commit 100% to your child. And if you can't commit 100% to your child for at least, 90% of the time, let's face it, 10% of the time, you get those breaks. Sometimes you're just like, oh my God, I'm just exhausted. You let them watch TV. You let them have something shitty for dinner. You know what? That falls into that 10% where, you know what? That's the, all right, you know what? We've all done it, right? It's not the bad thing, but it's just like, it's lazy parenting. But you know what? It's okay. It's in the 10%. We're protected by that 10%. But you still have to be there 100%. 90% of the time, right? Not just 5%, 90% of the time. If you can't do something fully, if you're going to be that parent and you're going to be there for that 90%, then you have to give it your all. You have to give them your all. You have to make them the priority in your life and theirs. And if you can't, then you shouldn't fucking have sex. And if you're just going to keep doing stupid shit specifically to have kids, just, I don't know, for the status of having kids, then, you know what, we gotta jump topics here, guys. I'm staying on this one a little bit too long, so I'm gonna take a hit here. Alright, that one wasn't, Oh, that was a solid good hit. And I keep scraping my ear headset on the mic. I'm sorry, guys. Probably hearing it. It's because I'm so close to it now. Alright. I do need to load up another one, though. Because that finished off that bowl. Oh, you know what? I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend, a fantastic evening, a fantastic THC-filled moment in time. Because, you know what? I am. And it's just one of those beautiful things about life when you can just take 5 minutes, take 15 minutes, take 20 minutes, whatever, how long it takes. You gotta take time for yourself once in a while, right? So many of us don't. And our life becomes solely about our jobs. Or just about the family. You know, you have to remember that you're in there too. And you have to be able to take that breath, take that moment. If your moment is sneaking down to the basement to have a puff or out to the backyard to smoke a big fatty, once a week, twice a week, whatever, even if it's every night, a couple times a day, if that's what you gotta do, whatever you gotta do. But as long as you can get your moment, take your moment, take your breath, right? Or if it's yoga class, or if it's karate class, or if it's just going for a run or a walk, or staring out at the beach. As long as you get your moment, right? It's all that matters. So don't forget to take your moment, guys and girls. Because it is very important. Very, very important. And of course, some people seem to think if your moment, you know, you have to do it alone. No, you don't. You can take your moment with somebody else if you want. But it's just that break from life, from reality, where you can just do whatever you want. Go eat a big, fat, juicy, disgusting cheeseburger, if that's what you want to do, right after your spin class or whatever. But just take your moment, take your chance of just relaxing by yourself, without your life, without your job, without your kids, without your problems, without your car payments. Just find it, right? Find it. And if you haven't, you know, just keep trying to find your moment. Keep trying different things. You will find what works for you, and you'll discover your moment. It's always there. You just need to look for it. Oh. Whew. So I see the world's still here, which is, you know what, kind of surprising. I haven't been following the news, really of anything, actually. I'm just tired of seeing all the negativity. But every day I'm surprised that, you know, still another day where we're here. But it seems like any day there's going to be something to take us out. The weather's all fucked and screwy. Global warming is definitely impacting everything. Finally, I think people are starting to see it, hopefully more and more and more. Is it too late to do anything about it? You know what? I don't know. Then you got assholes trying to, you know, start wars with other countries. Right? There's just so many potential things to fuck up our world and planet. So, again, you know, just live each day the way you want to live it. I don't mean, you know, go to work naked and be an asshole just because you don't care anymore. But, you know, if going golfing makes you happy, then go golfing. If golfing on Fridays makes you happy, then go golfing on Fridays and enjoy that Friday. Like, you know what? It's my Friday. Fuck this shit, right? It all ties back into your moment. I'm taking my moment now. I'm sharing my moment with you guys. And that's the weird thing. I like to just have a moment to myself. And maybe that's why I haven't been podcasting that much lately. Because I've just been trying to... I don't know. It's hard to explain. Find my moment aside from just sitting here getting high. Right? Which, you know, yeah, sitting here getting high, munching on something, watching a movie, it's cool. Or playing a video game. Whatever, tinkering with something. I never get too motivated when I'm high to do a a whole lot of stuff. I used to love building Lego when I was high. Right? Usually I'm just kind of chilling, relaxing. But I do want to get into something. I wanted to get into I want to get into a new hobby and really try to dive into it. Now, of course, we're in fall, so there's some hobbies that really aren't going to be around, some that might be. But I don't know. There's just something. Right? Get out there and try something new, or bring it home. I don't know, but something fun, something entertaining. I don't know why, but I've always kind of wanted to try a pottery class with my wife. Right? I think that'd be cute. Whew. Sheesh. That definitely tickled my pickle. So I was looking at Halloween costumes today because we took the youngest out to Walmart to pick a Halloween costume. Oops. So there's many different things she wanted to be. Kind of weird things. Then she decided she wanted it to be a zombie nurse. It's like, well, actually, your sister wants to be a zombie nurse. So that's not going to work. You both can't be a zombie nurse because she will get pissed. So then I kind of convinced her, what about like a killer doctor? Like a doctor's uniform, bloodied up, and, blood all over you and your big knives or something, right? She wants to be something scary. So, yep, that would work. Do you think they have doctors' uniforms in the girls section of the Halloween costumes? Of course not, because girls can't be doctors. No, sorry, they can't. Why? How do I know this? Because there's no costumes for it. What kind of message are we sending that only boys can be doctors? Right? Isn't that fucking stupid? And she didn't want to get the one for the boys because she's a girl. And we keep telling her, like, wear whatever costume you want and make it your own, because you're not going to find anything of the costume that this is what you want to be. Guess what? We got to piece this together. So she finally found a very basic boys doctor's costume. And then she finds this giant chain. She goes, oh, that'd be cool. Puts it down and said, no, let's get it. Because then we can, tie on all these, dangly body parts to it. She thought that was really cool. And then we got, a 1 liter of fake blood. We still have to find her cutting tools, because the ones at Walmart sucked. So we're going to find those. But she's super stoked. She's like, oh, I'm good. Like I told her, it's like, we're going to spend whatever it takes, pretty much, to make this costume epic. Epic. The most epic of epics ever. And so yeah, she's kind of blown away by that. Fuck, did it again. So it's like I almost need to move this thing in front of me. I don't know. All right, this dab. That's kind of like a reclaimed dab. Still some body there. While I'm at it, I'm actually gonna pick up. Cause I actually put a bit of a dab and a bit of some reclaim in the coil in the tank from yesterday. Oops, and then discovered, it's dead. So, yep, that didn't work out. So we're gonna pick it over here, move it up. Yeah, I wish I had more light, but naturally, I don't have more light. And of course, this thing is fucking rock hard dabs, and I'm just fucking destroying all of this shit. It's so stupid. I did not think this through, and mistakes were made. I'm gonna just take it off, roll into a ball. Boom. And then there's top it down there. Get off. Ah! We're good. We're off. We're done. We're okay. We're good to go, guys. We got this. I keep hearing something. something snoring. So I think the dog is down here somewhere snoring, because I'm definitely hearing little snores, which is it's kind of weird. But you know what? Where's the mouse? Where is my mouse?
Ladies and gentlemen, puff time is about to commence.
Exactly. So we're gonna end on this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Puffcast. I enjoyed doing it. It's been a few days since we talked, so hopefully I didn't leave you hanging for too long. But we're gonna get into this, guys. So you know the drill. Let's take a big old rip here. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you guys next couple days, probably tomorrow night. I'll do another one Sunday, and you can hold me to it. I'm definitely gonna do one Sunday night. Okay, so thanks for the love. Please subscribe to the podcast on Spreaker.com or on Google Play. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Massroots, YouTube, Facebook, right? Yeah, show me some love. I will follow for follow. Alright, let's hit this last one, guys. Okay, we're gonna hit this hard. Let's go. Stay lifted and keep smiling. Peace.
Sticky VIP's alive. VIP's alive. Sticky VIP's alive.
Big shout out and oops, some coffin love to our friends at No Copyright Sound, who produced and released all the music we play now. I'm really high. Good night.